Hey friends! I know I've been MIA for a while, but I'm back now and I have more updates. And just doing the updates about the old trailer is a bit depressing, so while I'm going to include that in today's video, I'm also going to do a garden tour because things are growing and that's exciting. So here we go. I'm here at the first section. I'm gonna flip you around. And we've got this area. It all used to be like how these pieces of wood are here and this is all leaves. It was all, this whole area was pretty much like that. Oh, my bucket just fell over. It's windy. I hope you can hear me. Bear with me here. I wanted to do this update for a while and the weather and my guts have not been agreeable. I just have felt generally unwell. It's not necessarily my guts, just like my insides. I haven't been feeling well, so. Yep, we're back though. And this is going to be, you see the wood chips we've put down, so that's nice. And we've got our wood chipper over there working on finishing it out. We're going to still clear all this area. I'm going to actually wind out a little bit here. So this area, you can kind of see where it's flagged off. Do I have a flag right here? Yeah. You see this flag right there in the leaves. So it's going to be like from there over to these flags over here. And we're gonna hopefully maybe grow berries around the edge, like blackberries and raspberries and things like that. And then, excuse me, on the inside here, like you see the yellow flags next to the purple flags, they're gonna be like some flowers, maybe some marigolds and nasturtiums. And then I'm gonna have rows on the inside of asparagus and tomatoes. And so this year we're just working on killing back these vines. I have a couple little tomatoes in there that are struggling for dear life, but for the most part, there's so many wild blackberries in here. Like you can see all this little growth and most of it's wild blackberries. That's what these are. They're vigorous. Watch, I'm gonna show you. Let's come back here. Here's our old gray tank. Make sure I don't step on any plants. Look at, here's one of our sad asparaguses, right? Yeah, we have one little asparagus coming up. The trucks ran through here during the fire. So these got ran over, and so I don't know how much we're gonna get, but look, these guys are about to flower already. That's so early. So yeah, I've got this, look how big this is. Oh, it's fucking with my asparagus, there we go. It goes all the way back there. I'm gonna move it over. It's so thorny. I can't believe it's flowering. It's about to flower already. So this is stuff that we're working on. Like we've got the gray tank here, so we're not doing too much back here, but I was going to try to tame those, but we might end up with some some non-thorning ones. Okay. So that's one of the bigger projects through the year for this year. I'm very excited about that. And I'm going to bring you over here to Charles's sisters. Again, we got these trees cut down, so it's all very sad, but this plant has been doing really well. Look at this. She's got a bleeding heart, and it's been here for maybe 5 years now, I think. And look, it's blooming, and it's blooming very nicely. If you've never seen these bleeding heart plants, like the flowers look like little hearts that have busted open and are pouring out all of their sadness. They probably have other names because they kind of look like flamingos, if I'm being honest. But yep, this plant's doing super well. It's a big plant. And then there's you see a couple old daffodils in here. And so this area's will clean up very nicely, but we're still cleaning up the tree. We cut these 2 trees down. 1, 2. And so that's what all this, regular zoom, that's what all this stuff over here is. There's our nice log splitter. I will show you a nice tool tour at one point of all the tools we've got, and I love them. Oh look, I think this is a peony. We've got a little bud. The ants are going for it. They help them I don't know, they help them open. I don't know how, but that's very cool. The weather's been crazy, so things are waking up. Okay, next on the tour, we're going in the front yard. And I'm gonna go over and start here because there's some plastic on my plants. Let me grab this plastic. Okay, I'm just gonna flip you around. And this is a garden bed that I've been working on fixing the soil in for a while. And I'm so zoomed in, crap. There we go. I'm gonna zoom out even. And so this is this garden bed here. This year I only have a few things in it because I'm still trying to figure out if I can make it work because our soil is very sandy here. But this is real life gardening. it's an experiment, because any advice you get, including mine, is going to be a little bit different than where you live. So, you know, it's all trial and error, which is fun. But I've been starting to make a little soil mix, and so I added that. But you can see down here, I have little baby pea plants that are doing pretty well. And along next to them, I have little tiny sunflowers. We've got a little bee here checking out the goods. Oh, they're ground bees. That's fun. What kind of bee is that? Well, we've got ground bees. I knew that we had ground bees. We've got a lot of ground bees in this area. See, these are all ground bee holes. Oh, look, here's a guy coming out of one right now. You guys have ground bees? Do your bees live in the ground? Hi. Hi, buddy. So I've also got some Swiss chard in here. She's struggling, but this one's doing a little better. But they're struggling. All the little plants in here are like, I did sow a few different lettuces and stuff as well. And some of the sunflowers are doing really well. Like this guy. They're not going to be super tall, maybe 4 or 5 feet. Okay, and then I can swing you up here that you might have gotten a glimpse of, I didn't say, but this is the bulb garden that Charles' sister's been doing, and it's been very nice. It's kind of at the end of its season here, but you can see it's still providing us with a lot of nice flowers. And these are fresh. And the phlox has been doing just like really nice this year. And then over here, I can kind of do all this together. So we're still cleaning this up. This was buried under here. That's why it's all messed down here, because it was buried underneath a bunch of old wood that had rotted away. And there's a tarp on top of the wood. So that was a crazy experience. But here we've got my one little scraggly strawberry patch. I don't know why this one is scraggly. When I show you the other one, you'll understand, because they're the same age. But this one is like very leafy, very spread apart. We've got just a couple flowers coming. But look at these leaves. Like, these are no joke leaves. They're huge. Giant leaves. I don't know what's going on in this area, but we'll figure it out. And now, hopefully, I'm going to bring you on the journey with me if you want to come. And now we've got these. Oh, they're about to bloom. That's going to bloom like tomorrow. I've got to water this plant a little more because the rain has not come. I thought it was going to rain, so I only watered it a little yesterday. But now she is sad. And I've got to do some watering. Oh, this means something. Well, hopefully they do okay. Maybe I should boil some seaweed and anyway, it's a columbine. It's going to be very pretty, hopefully. And then I've got a nice wormwood here. It's so soft. And then here, it's an astilbe. Let's zoom in on this so you can see it, because I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And it's going to produce, apparently, very nice pink flowers. Bunch of little pink flowers. And so that's this area. And then we've got a little wild violets here. I've got African violets in the house. And then these are pokeweeds. And they get sneakier and sneakier every year, and they try to infiltrate my strawberries. And maybe that's why they're not doing better. But I'm going to pick those out today, too. Okay, this is getting long. I might have to make this into 2 videos. Whoops. Right over here by the porch, we have the good strawberry patch. Look at the strawberry patch. Look at how nice it's doing. We've got so many flowers. We've got more flowers than we've ever had before. This is our 5th year, I'm pretty sure, with these strawberries. So it started off as 25 total plants. Well, I gave a few away. So maybe 20 total plants between here and there. And now obviously it's many more. So I'm very excited about the strawberry harvest. I tried putting some in this pot to transplant them, or maybe sell some, or I don't know. I'm probably gonna transplant them because I just want more strawberries. But they're not doing that well. But the fox, look at that fox. Amazing. Okay, we've got a new baby azalea. It was labeled as an indoor azalea. We got it actually from Produce Junction, so we'll see how she does outside. The flowers are sad. They dried out a little in the sun because Charles was very excited, so we didn't really harden it. We just put it right outside. But there's new flowers. And this one is also a little sunburnt. Yikes. Maybe we got too much sun here. We'll see. We'll see, because this one's very old. This one does very well. It's old. It might be dying, but the blooms on this azalea are so nice. A very different shape of flower on this azalea too. And then over here we have this very old garden bed. We've got lots of hostas. This is a grapevine that I'm gonna like maybe just see if I can get it to produce grapes. I've never seen grapes before. We've got freaking poison ivy coming. Oh no. I'm fighting it. I've been fighting this poison ivy for 6 years now, and it's crazy. More hostas. The hosta's doing very nicely. The other new azalea, not new blooms, but it has new growth. Got little baby new growth coming out of here. They've been in the ground for maybe 2 weeks, so these hostas spread like crazy because they're very old. I moved some of them along the side of the house. I will show you very soon. Here's our other azalea, not blooming at all. Sometimes it doesn't, but it's also a much later bloomer. We'll see. It doesn't look that happy. This is real life gardening, folks. Sometimes plants are unhappy. We're just trying to figure it out. Oh yeah, and I have this. I accidentally pulled this guy out when I was starting my seeds. Oh gosh, he's sad. It's a morning glory, but it was way too small to transplant, so that's sad. Oh, this is getting so long. Crap. Okay, it just started raining a little bit again. I don't think it's gonna rain very heavily, but if the light suddenly changes, I'm gonna have to bail and come back later. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, we're here. I'm at the blueberry patch kind of. It's not a patch, but there's a couple plants. Right, so there's one there, there's one here, and this one is the one that's doing the best. We've got all these little tiny weed-like guys that I think are about to put off some really pretty little flowers or something. I don't know. They're neat looking. But anyway, got some good flowers coming off of this plant. And this one is small and weird looking, but it's got a couple good flowers on there. But the rest of them are all pretty sad. Sad. There's like 3 flowers on it. Look at that. It's just started. It's a little later season. This one, not there because Charles ran it over with the leaf blower. And then this one got weed whacked down a couple of years ago. And it's like struggling. It's like, I'll come back, but I'm going to have a rough... Oh, it came out with another little baby next to it. Well, that one looks like it's doing better. So this plant has hope. So that's nice. That's the blueberries. Okay, and now we're in the backyard. We're at where the trailer was. And so, we had the dumpster. The dumpster came. It was here for a couple weeks. They took it out. It was overweight. It was a 4-ton dumpster, and it was overweight, and they charged us like an extra 50%. So Charles really loaded that trailer up. That dumpster up with a lot of debris from the trailer. And so here is, I guess, the area. This is some stuff from the office building that we got at work that our boss let us have so that we can scrap it with the rest of the metal from the trailer. And then this is the front of the trailer. And then this is, I think, part of the heating unit, or maybe this. I don't know what that is. So that's that. And that's our temporary shed that we have that didn't get hit by the fire. And that's the old tree that got cut down. And then over here, we have an old tarp. And that's back there, our fire pit area. Very separate. Like, we cut down a lot of stuff over there and trimmed it out with a brush mower. So it's very cleared out back there for safe fires. And we got a wood splitter. Like a big 27-ton wood splitter. I can't wait to show you guys that. And so Charles has been going to town on this wood. There was an old tree that was cut down here too. It was cut down right here. And so pretty much all of this tree Charles has cut up now. And that's really cool. And then the branches, those were the logs of the tree. But the branches that's where we got the wood chips for our wood chipped area. And now we're back at the wood chipped area. This is not the direction we're supposed to be going in though. Okay. One more section I gotta show you. I'm very excited about. It's the thing I'm most excited about probably, other than the tomato area. This, as we're going by, I'm gonna show you. This is our basement. But right here, this is gonna be like a little noontime garden area. So that'll be cool. And then, right here next to the house, whoop, 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 there it is. I was showing you. We've got hostas, you can kind of see them. I'll learn to point like this. There's like 4 different hostas. It's raining pretty good now, so I'm not going over there because I'm just going to show you this. This is an area that was just like all sassafras trees and rose bushes. You can see the rose bushes aggressively coming back, and the sassafras trees, if we're being honest. But I got a couple raised beds, and they're cute. This one doesn't have the good soil topper yet. This one does, and I've got a couple little plants in there. Swiss chard, some dill, some cilantro. I need to water it. Well, the rain's coming now. Thank goodness. The wheelbarrow, I gotta flip it over. But then this area, I'm gonna make into like a terraced. See how I have the little wood here? It's gonna be flat, and then more wood there, and then flat again. And then over here is gonna be level with this one. And then I'm gonna plant amaranth and sunflowers up here. And it's gonna be very nice, and I'm gonna try amaranth. And that'll be cool. See, look, I think these are those freaking sassafras trees. Look, anyone interested in some sassafras sprouts? Because I think they're endangered, and I would prefer them to go to somebody, but they're also everywhere. Maybe they're just endangered in Pennsylvania. They certainly don't feel endangered here. Ah. Cool. That's it. That's the garden update, including burnt trailer update. So my, the GoFundMe is still in the link in my Instagram, and I'll post it on this Facebook video if it comes on Facebook too. I don't know, because it's a long video. I might have to split it up in half. But anyway, I really appreciate everybody who donated or offered any words of support, or donated some clothing to us or anything. We love you guys. We appreciate it greatly. I'm so glad it wasn't worse, and the future's looking bright because things are growing again, and I'm just happy to be able to be outside in the garden, and it doesn't smell out here anymore. That's gone too, so that's very nice. Anyway, if you're still here, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Love you. Bye.